poisoning of political conversation around the world. When each side thinks that the other's beliefs are not only wrong but illegitimate, the capacity to listen vanishes, and reasonable disagreement collapses. Consider the difference between Israelis' conversations about politics and their conversations about technology. Differences of opinion about technological matters are aired with an openness that has created an elastic, energetic, and effective dialogue. As a result, Israelis have generated a tremendous amount of technological innovation in the past 2 decades, and Israel is known worldwide as an incubator for new ideas and out-of-the-box thinking. Listeners of this book might be surprised to learn that such a small country has produced more startup companies per capita than any major European nation. In recent years, millions of people from around the world have visited Israel to learn about creativity and entrepreneurship from the startup nation. Visitors used to come to Israel primarily for its holy sites, such as the Western Wall and Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But today, many arrive to tour its companies, such as Waze and Mobileye. This is a new brand of tourism, and it tells a new story about the state of Israel. If people used to visit Israel for a look at the past, now they visit Israel for a glimpse of the future. But among those international visitors eager to learn about technological innovation, none come to learn about political innovation. With regard to the most pressing issue for the Israeli public, the conflict with the Palestinians, Israel's creative edge disappears. When it comes to solving the conflict, Israelis find themselves recycling the same ideas over and over again. Much has been written about the secret of Israelis' creativity. The secret lies in a certain rare quality of conversation in Israel. Enter an Israeli company, and you will be confronted with open discussion, group brainstorming, and a fruitful exchange of ideas. New ideas are met with enthusiasm. New thoughts are welcomed with encouragement. This is how Israelis create a climate conducive to the flourishing of new ideas. But in contrast to the technological conversation, the political conversation in Israel leads not to the exchange of ideas, but to the exchange of blows. Israelis do not listen to each other, they blame each other. Such intolerance cannot create an environment for the generation of innovative thinking. It can only block innovative thinking. Israelis, who argue so creatively about technology, argue unproductively about politics. When conversation dries up, creativity dries up along with it. I wrote this book originally in Hebrew for an Israeli readership. My purpose was to reflect back to Israelis their own arguments in a bid to heal their own national conversation. I wanted to show Israelis that for Israel to be politically and not just technologically groundbreaking, they needed not to try to win the political argument, but first and foremost to try to repair the political argument. Has this book achieved its goal in Israel? For now, it would appear not. Catch-67 was one of the most widely read books in Israel in 2017. It was publicly discussed by the heads of all the major parties, as well as Israel's leading opinion makers. Nevertheless, the book has failed to change or even calm the political debate in Israel. Instead of healing discord, the book itself sparked discord. Many right-wingers argued that I took a left-wing stance, while many left-wingers argued that I favored a right-wing position. A book whose author begged its readers to rise above attempts to categorize was itself subjected to countless attempts at categorization. Catch-67 focuses on the internal Israeli debate. As such, it contains analyses of different points of view and the deeper philosophies that underpin them. It is not a book about the Israeli